to In the Arena. I'm your host, Mindy McAlindon. Today we are at Turning Point America Fest. Joining me today is Michaela, and let me introduce you. Michaela, tell me a little bit about you. In City, Missouri. I go to Longview Community College. Currently trying to start a chapter there. It's a very liberal place. There's no really options for anybody in the red, so I really want to change that. Tell me what makes you excited about Turning Point and what Charlie Kirk stood for. I think what makes me so excited about it is like people like me. I don't know about anybody else's parents, but I mean I struggle with my parents even blaming us, our generation, for being the problem. And I just look up to someone like Charlie who had hope in our generation and doesn't see us as the issue and doesn't see us as a wall or a stick in the ground. He sees us as the future and as the hope and the change. And I think that was something that really stood out to me and made me feel like I belong to this country. And do you find that a lot of people in your generation feel the same way, or do you feel like you're kind of in the minority? I think it also depends on your location, because I think where I live, I think it's majority vote, but I think if you live somewhere as a young adult in California and you're going to college, even if you're from a red state, I mean, you're going to fall into the minority. So I think it really depends on your location, and I just, you really need to, if you're in the wrong location, I challenge you to try and change it. Excellent. So let's turn a little bit to America Fest. Amfest has been amazing. An amazing 3 days of 4 days really, of speakers and breakout sessions. What has inspired you most? Did you attend any of the breakout sessions? I did. So the breakout session that stood out to me the most was Cliff Maloney and Nora Maddie. It was the Should I Run the Race breakout from day one on Friday. And something that really stood out to me is Cliff Maloney was just going through the steps of how to run an office, and it really makes you question, like, okay, can I do these things? Should I do these things? And do I live in a location where I can possibly win a race? So I think it was that stood out to me because I have thought about running in a certain capacity. And so I really like that he could help make that a step-by-step scenario. Do you think you'd like to run for office? I think maybe something small in my state, possibly, yeah. Yes. That's awesome. So what about the speakers? Were there any speakers that really stood out today, or that really kind of spoke to you, or you felt like spoke for your generation? I really liked Brandon Tatum. He was one of my favorites. I'd watched Brandon Tatum online, just like I did Charlie, and he's so for this generation, and just how, they uplift us. My favorite thing is when they tell us to get married and have kids, because there's so many of us this age who are like, well, I don't want to bring kids into this world, and they don't see it as a blessing, they just see it as if we're putting torture on the kids. And so I think Brandon was my favorite because he just stayed so much for this generation. That's awesome. Michaela, thank you so much. I just really feel like with young people like you and this generation that we are going to save this country. So thank you for your time and best of luck to you. Thank you.